It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're going to see Junior Colson. He's up across 80 tackles for the season following his last game. It's the Saints and the Colts, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. It just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint or home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is where you have an opportunity as a player to extend.
Has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from the Superdome. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be let out by the former Texas Longhorn, now their rookie quarterback.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket, because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
I don't care how long you've been playing or how good of a player you are, Mike. It is inevitable in the NFL that some days it just doesn't go your way, and you're going to have a bad game. The key, though, is can you prevent that one bad performance from turning into two? And that's certainly the case here today. It's going to take a significantly better performance out of him at the quarterback position if they want to avoid another loss. A big part of that is, can he mentally bounce back from last week, put it behind him, and come out and play to his level of football?
Don't need much. It is third and inches. Out of shotgun, Richardson. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. A handoff as they try to run it here. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Richardson operating from the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing, Richardson. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The Colts about to kick this one away. fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And the numbers will show he's been one of the top quarterbacks in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yards. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Richardson. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
The Saints offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case,
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses now. Not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
From the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already just in this 1st quarter of play. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion comes Andrews. Now they'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Colts offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Downs goes in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Here's Richardson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He's got a man wide open. The tight end complete. And he's in! Touchdown, Indianapolis. His 6th touchdown now for the season. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Saints offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like 3rd down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure, an over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Richardson. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Richardson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be near a 1st down, but he's going to come up about a yard short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. Two 1st downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle. 2nd and 7. Richardson to throw. Now he takes off. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Richardson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indy.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. A return now from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Richardson going to look to throw. Looking middle, and he's got downs. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. First and 10. They'll let Richardson run this himself. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Indianapolis.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Now a run on first down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now Richardson. Taking off. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. On play action, Richardson in trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He's got his man. That's down. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Colts will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. Downs goes in motion. Second down throw for Richardson. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Five yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Here's a run. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to New Orleans. After this, another one from the 5. Second down and goal. From the gun, Richardson. Good blocking, and he's in. Anthony Richardson, touchdown Colts. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to tuck it and go. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Set to go now on first and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. They'll look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And with defenders closing in, he says enough is enough and slides to a halt there. A big play there on the scramble. And even 30 yards.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New Orleans. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. It's up and good. The Saints back within 7. It's 24-17. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over just before the half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now he'll run. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. He'll take off again. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Colts add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visiting Texans who were able to come away with the road victory. C.J. Stroud leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Brock Purdy with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Rams trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Richardson operating from the pistol. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The Colts about set to punt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
In motion comes Andrews. He'll try to hit him with a screen. It is 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Richardson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Richardson to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Not just a first down. This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down. Looking to throw. Richardson. That one hauled in. It's complete. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
Indianapolis.
Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. Second down and 3. Here's Richardson. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll stick with him again. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Saints will punt this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Colts offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to claim one of the 7 playoff spots that are up for grabs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Here's second and 2. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Third and a yard. Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. That one into the hands of Downs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. The Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a give up the middle. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal. He'll keep this himself. Stop at the 6, and that sets up third and goal. Now Richardson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. And Mitchell, the intended target. And now they're faced with a fourth and goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Saints offense back onto the field for their next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 34-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. touches on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
Now give on the ground, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Throwing now from the gun. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but their execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Yeah! And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. To the line now on second and 2. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll come up to third and 3. He chooses to keep it on the zone read. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
They'll go with the counter on first down. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's second and 9. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get this across midfield. It's brought down following a pickup of 5. Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, Richardson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
2nd and 7. Handoff here, up the middle, and he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
It's the game of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Richardson. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Richardson going to look to throw. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. The Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Point after now from Dicker. He gets it to go, and the Colts will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw yet again. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup. And right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. Because right now, these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. In motion comes Andrews. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. They'll try to run.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
This one caught just past the pylon. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Extra point by little is good. And the Saints are able to cut into the deficit. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Colts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield, and he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Richardson. He's got his man. That's down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll run on 2nd down. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Colts. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the 2nd half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Next to score, Colts 55, Saints 30.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Colts.
They'll look to throw again. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. This one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now going to try to polish this thing off here in the 4th. The drive will start on the ground. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. 2nd and a yard. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. The game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory.